Hey guys, RuneMaster here. First, I want to say thank you for your support. I reached 43 subscribers on YouTube. I woke up this morning and I was like, whoa! So I was really, really thankful for you guys' support. It's really awesome. Now, my battle today is against Junior. He is a follower and friend on Twitter. On Twitter, he's known as Master Straegist. Now he's bringing quite impressive team. He's got that Sylveon, the Krokorok. I think I said that one right. I definitely used him a lot on Pokemon Black. He was one of my favorites. I had Moxie on him though. He's also bringing the Mega Mawile, the Chandelure. Ooh, that one. Is that Sock or is that Throw? Nope, Throw is the red one. That's Sock. And his Ferrothorn. I am bringing Dark Prestige, Spectral, Harlequin, Gamdring, Orcalion, and Necromancer. Let's get this battle underway. Now he brings out his Ironclad, or his Ferrothorn, and I had no idea why I brought out Gengar first. So I immediately withdraw, and I go into Spectral to try and scare him. Now he uses Rock Polish, a very, very interesting move. I've never seen a Rock Polish on a Ferrothorn before. It's really cool though. I like to see variety. He brings in his Mystery. I had originally tried Fire Blast on his Ferrothorn in case he stayed in, but his other Chandelure is also Flash Fire, so I had to withdraw. I put in my Gamdring. He's the best one that can take attacks right now, especially from another Ghost type. He doesn't do that well with it. And I was very surprised how much that Hex did. Very, very surprising. He brings in Krusha. I think that's how you say it. Now his Intimidate really hurts me. I go for Shadow Sneak, thinking that I was going to go for that Chandelure, but yeah, but he withdrew and he brought in this guy. So I withdraw Aegislash and bring in Necromancer, taking his physical attacks. But he does Foul Play instead, but because my attack is hardly anything, my AVs are in every single stat except for attack and speed. So my Necromancer has 4 IVs. So he withdraws. He brings in Zelda. That's a cool name, dude. I go for the Will-O-Wisp, and it hits. But it doesn't matter because Zelda, his Sylveon, is a special attacker. Now, I don't know why I stayed in, because Necromancer is not a, he's not really a good special defense Pokemon. He's more used for physical defense, and I don't know why I stayed in there. I should have just immediately withdrew. But anyway, he's down to about half, and then finally I withdraw him and bring in little Harlequin. He's definitely one of my top 5 faves. Now he goes for Moonblast. Fairy is not really effective against Ghost, which I'm very happy with. Because Banette is very, very fragile when it comes to attacks. Until he Mega Evolves, of course. Now he brings in Krusha. Was it Crocodile? Krokorok? No, Krokorok. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Crocodile. I Mega Evolved. I go for the Protect, but it fails. And I quickly go for Destiny Bond in case he wanted to use a physical move. but he uses bulk up. That's also a very impressive move that you never really see that much, at least in my case. And he avoids the taunt, which I've never seen before. That is definitely weird. Taunt has 100% accuracy. So I was really surprised that that happened. So I withdraw and bring in my Necromancer. Uses Foul Play. So I mummify him, and I take that Intimidate off. He brings in Ironclad. Right now we're just kind of like we're just studying each other right now. We're kind of like seeing what each other's got, what we have in our arsenal in a way. Because no one is really going down at this point. But he goes for Poison Jab. It doesn't do that much. And I mummify him, and I get rid of those Iron Barbs, which is very, very helpful. And he withdraws. And he brings in Zelda. That was a very good play on his part, because I went for the Will-O-Wisp, but yeah, it won't hurt him because he's already burned. So I stay in because I want to get a Hex off and take out his Sylveon. But Moonblast is a horrible attack when it's aimed at a special attacker, because it always lowers their special attack. But he really played that Sylveon well. So my next plan is to go for Rest. Well, at this point I couldn't, because I don't want to get, hammered by that Chandelure. So I bring out Aegislash, kind of like death fodder, and I just let him die. And I bring in my own Chandelure. We got the Chandelure face-off right here, but he withdraws. I am Scarfed, and I would have beaten him, so that was a very good move on his part. He brings in Liu Kang, I think that's how I say it, right? But I went for the Energy Ball because I did predict him to switch out, but I thought he was going to bring in his Crocodile. So he goes for Rock Tomb, because Rock is super effective against fire. And this is where I go for Rest. I was very happy for that withdrawal. So I go for Rest. I heal up Necromancer. I like that name because it really helps define his movesets. Because when he's close to death, he resurrects himself. So I bring back in Spectral. And he brings in Zero. And I immediately withdraw because I do not want a Sucker Punch from that thing. But he clearly didn't want a Fire Blast, so he withdraws. He brings in Mystery instead. And I went right for the Sucker Punch, and I was so surprised and really relieved that I took him out. Now here comes Crucia. I go for the Protect. He goes for Foul Play, which would have taken me out if I had not done Protect. I go for Destiny Bond. What I should have done was gone right for Taunt, but I feared another one of those Foul Plays. And so I Scout and I used Protect. See what he's going to use next. I didn't want a Swagger. Yep, he would have went for Swagger. I didn't want that. And I went for Taunt, because I thought he was going to use Swagger again, which he does. Usually if a status move doesn't hit, they try again for the same move. So I just went off that. He uses Dragon Tail, which I was like, oh, it doesn't work. I wanted him to faint so he could take down Crocodile. Crocodile. I always get those confused, sorry guys. I tried Dazzling Gleam to see what that would do, because I knew Crocodile is weak when it comes to special effective attacks. But he uses Foul Play, and I was so surprised. I was super stunned when that didn't take me out. I thought it was going to. Dark Prestige has impressed a lot of people, including myself, because there's several times where he should have just died, but he hasn't. And I suspected the withdraw, and I went for Substitute. And then because I'm hiding behind my Substitute, I'm not going to withdraw, because if he does Sucker Punch, it'll take out the Substitute, and not me. But I go for the Shadow Ball. He doesn't use Sucker Punch, actually, which really surprised me, but he goes for Stockpile. I have never seen a Stockpile on a Mega Mawile before. That's very, very interesting. And he withdraws him. He goes right into his Ferrothorn, and I go for Shadow Ball. And it takes him down to about half, and I do Shadow Ball again. I recover. Now, here's where I start getting the advantage. He brings in Suck again. I go for Sludge Bomb. That's my most powerful attack. And I heal up, and now he brings in Zero, his Mega Mawile, and I go for Shadow Ball again. And this time it will take him out. And here comes his Crocodile. And he's down. And that is game. Thank you very much, Junior, for that battle. I had a lot of fun. And again, guys, it's just that simple. You send me your FC and that battle request, and I'll put you in the schedule. Alright, guys. Keep it spooky.